Today, on Be Something Wonderful, releasing this one belief changes everything. I am your host, Tom Karen, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. I got an email from a subscriber this morning who said, Tom, I'm new to your channel, and I really enjoyed this video on beliefs, but I got to tell you, it hasn't been my life experience. Isn't there a point where you just have to be realistic, where you just have to appreciate and be grateful for what you have? Well, guys, we're going to unpack this today and more. And the first thing I want to say is welcome to the channel. It's so great to have you. And the second thing I want to say is I agree with you. You ought to be always grateful and appreciative for what you have. But here's the bigger thing I want to say. The one thing that you don't have to believe is that you have to be realistic. That is a bogus belief. Why? Because when you believe that you have to be realistic, you create a life experience of being realistic. Hear this, right? When you say you have to be realistic, you create a life experience of being mediocre, of being realistic, of accepting the things that only you believe that are possible. And the impossible is just impossible, right? That's a dream killer. Hear this, right? When you say I have to be realistic, what you're really saying is the already manifested, the already created, the real and solid things in the 3D world are more important and more real than what I want or what I desire. Hear this. You're saying the already dead effects of the 3D world, that 0.00001% of physicality is more important than the 99.99999% of who you really are. That pure positive energy of source, that I am awareness, that consciousness. Wow, that's big, right? When you believe this, when you believe you have to be realistic, you become a passive observer and rehasher of the past. Right? What you believe, what you see is what you get. That's it. What you see is what you get. No, when you get to create your reality, what you believe is what you get, and you get to choose those beliefs. You don't have to believe that bogus belief, right? I remember the adults when I was growing up used to say, well, you made your bed, now you lie in it. Well, you don't have to lie in you might have made your bed, but you can remake your bed. You can choose a new bed. You can create entirely new. You don't have to lie in anything, right? Do not judge by appearances, but judge with righteous judgment. Jesus said this 2,000 years ago, right? When you say you have to be realistic, you create the life experience of being realistic. Being realistic. That's a dream killer, guys. This is big today. So, don't judge your life by what you have, but judge it by who you are, right? That pure positive energy, that imagination within, that God within you, right? The power and wisdom of God's within you. Don't judge your 3D experience by what you get, but what you give, right? Give love, give appreciation, right? Don't judge your world by what you reap, but what you sow. Right? Stop looking around at the manifested and saying that must be it. Instead, judge it by what you sow, what's within you, right? What you're creating within, right? Because remember, the world simply is mirrors and reflects what you're being, right? Be the conscious creator and revel in your life experience, right? Instead of being realistic, choose what is real. Hear this. You get to decide what's real to you. Instead of being real, choose what's real. Don't judge the world by what is, but by what it could be, or what your world could be. Wow, this is big. So, reality is what you say it is. There's no wanting, there's no resisting, there's no needing, there's no trying. Stop taking it all so seriously, right? Abraham Hicks said there's nothing serious going on here. She's right. Love it all. There's nothing serious going on here. It's only your resisting, it's only your wanting, your needing, your trying for things to be different. And then resigning to the fact that, well, you got to be realistic, right? You're trying to, you feel that lets you off the hook sometimes to to not consciously create your own reality. You got to be realistic. You don't have to be realistic at all. You create reality, right? Sometimes, here's a big thing I want to say. So you look around and you look around at your manifestations, the manifested reality around you, and you judge it as good or bad or right or wrong or wanted or unwanted. Hear this, and this is big. Sometimes the unmanifested desire is the manifestation you have been looking for. Hear this. Huge. Now, I'm not try to talk you out of your desires or what you want to manifest, but look around. The unmanifested might be the manifestation that you've been looking for. The unwanted and wanted, the good and bad, the positive and negative, are just judgments and bogus beliefs in themselves. You might be judging something that is the manifestation you've been looking for, right? Here, and do this, because when you do this, it all unfolds magically for you. Look for the gold in the unmanifested and the unfulfilled desire. When you do, and here's the big paradox, right? When you look for the gold in the unmanifested, unfulfilled desire, when you look for that gold, what you desire often manifests so fast that it has your head spinning. Wow, this is big. So I agree, appreciate and be grateful for the manifested. But look for the gold in the unmanifested, unfulfilled desire, because when you do, that's when it all comes to you, right? That's when you find the kingdom, everything else will be added onto you. This is what the ancients said, right? That's what we're talking about, guys. That's releasing that one desire releasing that one judgment or that one bogus belief that you have to be realistic opens up the whole world to you. Releasing that one bogus belief that I have to be realistic changes everything. I am your host, Tom Caron, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of Higher Consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, like and share our videos. That's how we get our message out. Hit us up on Facebook at Be Something Wonderful, on Instagram and Twitter at Tom Caron, our website at tomcaron.com, at BeSomethingWonderful.com, or write me anytime at info@BeSomethingWonderful.com. I would love to hear from you. Until next time, with great love, this is Tom. See you soon.